So I'm talking about the imposter syndrome. We have off and on over the last year tackled this one in a number of different ways with some pretty intense live challenges over the course of the week, but we always end up circling back to it. And somebody asked me the other day why. Why this fixation on the imposter syndrome? Why do we keep bringing it up? Why do we keep sort of moving it forward in the conversations inside of the group and also outside of the group with our clients? It's a common point of discussion. And the reason for that is, as you might have seen in some of the posts, the research shows that over 70% of all people, now that's both men and women, suffer from the imposter syndrome. And so that's massive. Those are massive numbers. That 70% number is actually bigger than the numbers that come out when we talk about people who are struggling with mental health difficulties. And so if you think about it, that, you know, we sort of say cause and effect, right? When you struggle with the imposter syndrome, you are more likely to have mental health challenges, difficulties, experiences, whatever you want to call it. But 70%, that's a massive number of people. And we see that absolutely reflected out in our client base. We see that in the conversations that we're having both in private practice and in our work with organizations. And this is all ages. This is all levels of success. This is all professions. And they're actually now talking more and more that it is increasingly pervasive in the technology industry. So there's a lot more going on in sort of looking at it and supporting people to be able to work through it, or at least to be aware of it and cognizant of the fact that the imposter syndrome is something that is real, it's tangible, it exists, and it's not something that we can just all get over, and it's not just something that sort of lives in our head because we're this or we're that. So it's a real symptomology, it's a real condition that many, many people around the world, again, with all levels of success, all levels of background, all levels of education, are dealing with on a day-to-day basis.